express 300 as a product of its prime factors in index form. Now there's a couple of ways of doing this, okay? I know one popular way is to sort of do the branches method, okay? So you start off with 300 and then you've got to think of a pair of numbers that multiply to give 300, okay? So possibly you'll think of 2 obviously goes into it. So you could do 2 times 150, yeah? Okay, because that gives you 300, doesn't it? Now what you do with this method is then you start circling the values that are prime, right? So clearly 2 is prime, isn't it? Okay, because it's got 2 factors, 1 in itself. 150 isn't, though. That's pretty obvious. 150 isn't. So you basically do the same process again then here. Okay, 2 more branches. And you think of a pair that multiply to give 150. Okay, well, 2 again, isn't it? 2 times 75, yeah? Okay. And the same approach then, you circle the value that's prime. Okay, so 2 is prime, 75 is not though. Okay, so we go again. So with 75, we think then, okay, what pair multiply to give 75? You might come up with different ideas, different pairs here. I know because it ends in a 5, 5 will go into it. Okay, so that's one way of seeing what divides into 75 there. So the question is, how many times does 5 go into 75? And you'll work it out to be 15, right? So the same idea again, you've got to circle the primes, right? Now 5 is prime, but 15 is not. Okay, so we keep going with another pair. Okay, so with 15, the pair then, obviously 3 goes into it, doesn't it? And it goes into it 5 times. And they're both prime, aren't they? They're both prime. So when you end up circling them all, then there's no sort of way then for us to shoot off any more branches from prime numbers. So we're done, okay? And you can see then these are my multiples to give me 300, okay? So I can write them. I can say, look, 2 times 2, okay? Times 3 times 5 times 5. So it's ideal to sort of put them in order. The 2 2s first, then the 3, then the 2 5s. Group them, put them in order. So what they want you to do then is put it into index form, as it says there. Now, because we've got 2 lots of 2, that'll be 2 to the power 2. We've just got a single 3, so we just write that as 3. You don't have to put 1 as a power there, just leave it as 3. And then 5 times 5 is 5 squared. Okay, right, so that's part A answered. We've written it in index form. With part B, they want us to write 9 times 3 to the power 12 as 3 to the power n. Okay, well, 9, okay, can be written as 3 squared. Okay, that's the key to this, is realizing that you can write this as a power of 3 as well. Think the fact that 9 is the square of 3, yeah? So I'm going to write that as 3 squared, okay, which would give me 9. All right. But once I've got this, I've got 2 here, powers, times together. I've got this here. But look at the base numbers here. They're the same, aren't they? And then with rules of indices, you can do something with these powers, can't you? When you're timesing the terms, remember you add these indices here, yeah, you add them, so you get 3 to the power 14, yeah? Okay, so that's the process there. Changing that to 3 squared, because that's what it is, and then you add the powers, okay? And then you can see then the fact that if it's written as this, you can see then that n has got to be, we've written it as 3 to the power n, where n then would obviously be 14.